Hey everybody, just wanted to take a few minutes and tell you, give you some description on what we're doing this week. Last week I had you do a reader's response. You picked an article off of the list that we did, and then you created a reader response based on that. This week I want you to find a new article, one that's not on the list, but has to do with what you are reading about and thinking about doing for your persuasive paper. This source will be one of the sources that you use in your paper. So this will be your second source for that paper. Okay, so you want to make sure that it has to do with the topic that you are considering doing. For instance, if you were doing maybe you're doing the Foyette piece and about which diets work better, right? So, and then you've decided that maybe your persuasive paper will be like, hey, how to pick a diet, how to be eating for a healthier life, right? That's what you want to persuade people on. So maybe you found an article about obesity, the rates of obesity and what causes obesity in America. Or maybe it's an article about a weight loss plan or a program or something or somebody that's really made some progress, made some difference, right? And so that this article would have to do with that same topic, but it is a different, newer topic. You may use Google. You can find an article, but I would really suggest that you use the Ivy Tech library databases. So if you go to the ivytech.edu website, log in to MyIvy, and there is a tab on there for library, which I'll post that link up for you as well. That will take you to EBSCOhost, which will allow you to search the Ivy Tech library databases, and you can find all kinds of resources in there. And what I think is really good about those sources is that they're already vetted. What that means is that these sources come from valid sources, that they are publications, they're websites, they're journals that have passed a screening test, if you will. You don't have to agree with the information in it. Okay, that isn't what that means. But it means that the publication that it comes from is reputable. You can trust that publication. So if you find an article, you can disagree with it. It can be something that makes sense to you, or backs up your claim. But it could be also something else too. It could also be a counterclaim. It could be somebody that contrasts your beliefs. But again, if you use those library databases, that really is a good source because there's a lot of good information out there for you from good quality vetted sources. When you find the source, you're going to create another reader response. And again, it's a very simple format. It will be at least 4 paragraphs long, no more than 2 pages. And the first paragraph, and this is just like the last one we did, paragraph number 1 is kind of the setup. It's attention getter. You mention the name of the article and the author, any kind of publisher information we need. And then you give us a thesis statement that really gives us your perspective on the topic. Okay? Second, third, or any more paragraphs, that's the body. And that's where you really give us a quality, in-depth summary of the article, of what you just read, so that we kind of see what that information is and what it was about and what it means and where it was going and how it really relates to your topic. In that, you need to pull 3 pieces of evidence from the text to illustrate the points that you're making. The last paragraph is your take on it. This is your reaction, okay? Thus the reader response, right? It's your response to it. It's your gut level reaction to the text. Like, what did you think of this? What did it make you feel like? What did it make you think about? Did it really make you mad or happy or angry? Or did you really get it? Did it make you see things differently? Was it really insightful? And you're going to kind of give that gut level reaction to it. As you do that, you need to have information from the text that shows where you got that reaction from. So for instance, if you're like, I really felt this, pull that piece of information from the text that really made you think that or feel that, right? And share that with us as well. Okay. This is an MLA format. You do have the MLA template that you can use from last week. It is a new article on the same topic, not one off of our list. And it is due this week.